GTA 6 publisher CEO says he wants to vastly over-deliver on price and offer more value than what we charge. So before I even read this, let me just say here, saying something and actually seeing the delivery on these kinds of sentiments is what needs to be done here. We've heard companies and CEOs and COOs, and we've heard we've had smoke blown up our asses forever about this kind of stuff, time and time again, dude, about what they're gonna do for us and how good their stuff's gonna be and how it's definitely gonna be worth our money, and how often have we been bit with buyer's remorse because they actually didn't deliver on what they were promising. Okay, so it's easy to say this kind of crap, really easy. Delivering on it is the tough part. So I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, I hope that they do. For everybody that's a fan of this franchise and everybody that's hyped up about GTA 6, I hope so. But I'll believe it when I see it. GTA 6's publisher was the first to charge $70 for new games. Yeah, and you can bet your ass they're gonna charge you big time for GTA 6. Not just off the shelf, not just retail. They're gonna get theirs. In-game monetization, battle pass subscriptions, you name it. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna get it from you. They're gonna make you pay. GTA 6's publisher is focused on over-delivering content compared to the game's price tag. Wants to make sure any price tag is good news for players. Right. Any price tag is good news for players. As first reported by GameSpot, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick was recently asked on an earnings call for his thoughts on pricing for the publisher's entire catalog, as well as the GTA franchise in particular. Look, he says, there's more content constantly being made available. We really aim to deliver great value at any given time, Zelnick responded. We're so focused on delivering more value than what we charge. That's sort of the rubric, the Take-Two CEO added. Zelnick also explained that whenever Take-Two establishes a game's price, wants to make sure the price is good news for customers and that the experience vastly over-delivers compared to the price charged for the game. Obviously, GTA 6's eventual price point is what the question in the earnings call was getting at here, but it's one that Zelnick sidesteps addressing directly. Cast your mind back a few years, it was actually Take-Two that first introduced the $70 price point for a game with NBA 2K21, which has since been adopted by countless other publishers for new-gen titles. Last year, Zelnick said he thought players were happy paying $70 for games. What a stupid quote. What a stupid quote. Yeah, everybody wants to pay more. Yeah, everybody's going to be happy that they're paying more for games. Come on, man. Are you guys happy when you go to the, get fuel in your car and the gas has gone up by, 25 to 50 cents? You happy about that? You happy when you go to the grocery store and you go to buy, a gallon of milk and it's gone up in price? You happy about that? Are you happy whenever, you get an email that your subscription service, that, for watching TVs and movies is going up by another $3? You happy? You happy about that? You guys happy about that? So why would we be happy paying more for video games than what we had been paying previously? What an idiot. Give me a break, dude. Is he trying to push this narrative on people or something? What an asshole. And that mindset hasn't changed. In terms of frontline pricing for NBA 2K21, I think that worked out very much as expected, and as planned, it's in a premium offering at the highest possible level. The title was built from the ground up for next gen. It's the first title here that has been created that way, Zelnick said. The acceptance by consumers has been nothing short of extraordinary. Again, this isn't a commitment to raising GTA 6's price tag. It's pretty much a guarantee that you'll be paying $70 at minimum for the new game when it eventually launches. Elsewhere over the last few days, Zelnick said in an interview that Rockstar is trying to create an experience that no one has seen before. And perfection is hard to measure, but it's not simply down to there being an absence of bugs in the new game. Yeah, look, man, I mean, you guys know how I stand on this kind of premise and this sentiment here. I think that it's appropriate for people to you know, take a hard look at, and everybody's got a different situation, respectively, budget-wise, and what you feel like is appropriate for paying for the amount of entertainment you're going to be getting out of a video game, right? So, you know, for me, like, I'll give you an example of a game that came out recently. I mean, that's what it sounds like, Reject, right? Trying to reverse psychology. Our fans enjoy paying more for their video games. Like, what? Shut up, dude. What? You're so full of crap. What are you talking about, dude? Yeah, it's so stupid. What? Come on, man. Jesus Christ. But back to what I was saying here. I think you talk about something like Hellblade 2, right? Now, I think, you know, as a visual experience, it's probably a very good visual experience, and it's got probably a really very well written narrative and you know, dialogue, and the music's probably good and everything, but it's, you know, going to be lacking on the actual game mechanics, the gameplay side of things, and you're talking about a 6 to 8 hour experience. Is $50 worth that? For me, it's not. Absolutely not. $50 is not worth that, for sure. That's why I was telling everybody, I think the best thing you can do if you want to experience Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, I think you go get a subscription to Game Pass for a month. You play that game and be done with it. There's no replayability in it. There's no in-game grind. I think it's a single experience that could be good, but it's not worth $50. You know, personally, I don't think so. And then, you know, there's also the sentiment behind there's like many free-to-play games out there that you can play that are really good, and you get extensive amounts of entertainment out of. And a lot of times those games, you know, and some of the better ones, in my opinion, that have been built the right way on great economies and not having pay to win, and built for the long haul. And you know, you talk about something like Warframe or you know, Path of Exile, stuff like that. But I mean, we can bring like something like Fortnite into the mix. There are a lot of fans of Fortnite, right? How much entertainment have you gotten out of something like Fortnite? Or, you know, like Warframe, and you've not had to pay a single cent of real world money because it's a free to play title. And is it appropriate for you to at some point take a look at how much time and enjoyment you've gotten out of that piece of entertainment and say, I should probably support these developers a little bit? I do think so. I think that's right. There's also a difference between that and these companies railroading us, right? I do think so. I think there's an appropriate amount of, you know, like Dave the Diver was $20. I got 55 hours out of it. That's amazing. Yeah. But then you want to compare like Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, $50 for 6 to 8 hours worth of gameplay, to something like Stray, which was a banger, and it was a shorter game too, but it was only $25 to $30, I think, and you got, you know, somewhere between probably roughly 9 to 10 hours out of it. Everybody's going to feel a little bit different, but I think this is a conversation we have to start having, and for each individual, it's subjective, right? I mean, we're talking about a very subjective kind of thing here for each individual person with your budget, but I think people have to be a little bit more concerned with taking a hard look at what some of these companies are trying to do to us here. And I think GTA 6 is obviously going to be a game filled with really good content, right? But come on, man. You've got a CEO here, right? You've got a CEO here trying to convince people that they should be happier paying more money for games. And it's not as cut and dry as that, right? That's a stupid ass quote. You know, there's a lot of gray area in here. People have to be more critical thinkers as far as this industry is concerned, and as far as you are as a consumer in addressing what makes sense as far as what you're getting out of your content for what you're paying for it, right? I don't know. I do think that this game is going to be very expensive on the front end and the back end. This game's going to be very expensive. Is that going to be worth how much entertainment you're getting out of it? Maybe. Everybody's going to feel a bit different about that, though. Be careful, man. Be careful.